Welcome back to episode 20,004 of the RECRAP. It's a post-game after a victorious. The Cubs turned the whole series around, according to Ron Darling, with 4 runs in the first. They beat the Brewers, and the Brewers' impending doom has begun. Joining me on location is Praz, and Oleg's in a location too. Oleg too.
I'm not out in space anywhere.
All right, let me get the sponsor out of the way. I broke out the big guns for this one. It's amazing we haven't seen it before, but here we go. Why do I have to do that again? There we go. Better.
If you're in debt, it seems everyone wants to lend you money, consolidate your bills, or sell you a home equity loan. If you're deep in debt, listen to what I have to say. It may make a big difference. My name is Peter Francis Geraci, and I've been helping people get out of debt for 24 years. Find out how you can get a free phone mini consultation. Listen to my bankruptcy info tapes now.
312-332-1800.
Screw Howard Ankin. That's the real. That's the real lawyer you want to have on your side. Yeah. Great, Peter Francis Geraci.
Tom Ricketts will be calling them. They say.
Well, no. Actually, let's do it right now. I'll show you the. Let's get our player of the game out of the way.
I'll go with.
This is the happiest person in Wrigley Field right now.
Tom Ricketts.
There it is. It's the garbage family that owns the Cubs.
Yep.
Oh,
yet another home gate.
Yep.
That's all they're worried about.
Yep.
Like, oh, so if there's a game 5, is that here at Wrigley? No? Fuck it. Who cares? They can lose then. I don't care. As long as we get to bilk some more money out of our fans, that's fine. So I'm surprised. I think him and Crane probably are probably pouring champagne on each other right now.
They finally turned a profit. They're not just breaking even. Yeah.
Whoa.
No. It's impossible to turn a profit with a baseball team.
Yeah, take it easy.
So the Cubs busted it wide open. 4 runs in the first. The first time they've scored 4 runs in a single game now. They broke a MLB record 13 straight scoreless, or 13 straight games where they scored 3 runs or fewer. Most of those, 8 of those, they scored 1 or none. So it was very exciting. And they were so excited by that they didn't score again.
Well,
they have.
Whoa, you got to save it for the next game. Got to save it for tomorrow.
They have scored, 10 runs in the series, 8 of them in the first inning.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
They've scored in the non-first innings. It's 2 runs in 25 innings. Is that good? It doesn't seem good.
Seems good. No, it doesn't.
Well, when you score
you just
enough,
need one more than the other.
When you score enough to win in the first inning, it seems good.
Yeah, right. Pack it in. Who needs it? We saw all kinds of exciting stuff. We saw a incredibly well rundown between third and home, where somehow Matt Shaw ran past the runner with the ball in his glove and still had to throw it. And almost got it caught in his glove. He almost had to throw the glove to Carson Kelly.
How did that guy not just break for home on the throw? He just turns around the other way on this little lob throw.
Yeah.
I don't think
the TBS guys were like, if he'd have just dove at that point, he's safe. The Cubs could not have. The ball was just.
I don't think you could predict that sort of incompetence in a major league rundown. That's like, it's easy to say, like, why didn't he just dive? But like, that would have taken, like, you can't.
Yeah, you can't anticipate the Cubs doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Remember, Oleg may remember this. Remember Dale Brown when he coached at LSU? He had this thing he called the freak defense. It was this crazy matchup zone that he called the freak defense.
Okay.
That's what the Cubs were running on the Brewers in the rundown. They were running the freak defense. Caleb Durbin had no clue. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know whether to dive, shit, or go blind. And he just got tagged out instead.
But he then tried, once he figured out or realized with the Cubs how awful the Cubs rundown was, he even tried doing a dance in the middle of the baseline. Right.
Well, at least Carson Kelly got his running in. He seemed to refuse to throw the ball for a while. He was just running aimlessly at him. That's fine. More fundamental goodness, I thought, was Nico hitting a ball to right field that was fading away from the great Sal Frelick and somehow only getting a single out of it. I guess he thought Sal was somehow going to plant, spin, and make the world's most impossible throw to second base. And it really didn't cost the Cubs other than the fact that Nico got stranded on third base to end the inning.
Yeah.
We had Kyle Tucker just falling down between first and second and crawling around for a while. That was fun.
Yeah, some ugly base running in this one. When you had said the happiest person in Wrigley Field, I thought there's also some like schadenfreude in naming this guy the player of the game if you wanted to. I thought you were going to be referring to Nico Horner between him not getting to second base on that hit and then also the play in the first inning where he let the pop-up drop.
Well, he didn't let it drop.
No, he didn't let it drop. That's Bush's ball. He lost it in the sun. Nico tried to come in late to save it. The guy who fucked up the play was Dansby. Why wasn't Dansby at second base?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's where you go anyway. Even if the shortstop goes to second on that pop-up, even if it gets caught. Why was he...
Well,
he wasn't anywhere near the bag, and then at the last second, he decided he was going to try to help out. And then Pete tried to come in from center, but he was too deep, and he was too late.
Like, it was... Leave it to the Cubs to fuck up an infield fly rule pop-up.
Right.
Into everybody being safe.
I honestly don't know that I knew.
I didn't know
that.
No, had no clue.
The umps don't call it until they see that a player can make the play.
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense.
It does.
But I don't think I'd ever seen it botched so bad that they'd ever had to do that.
Yeah,
I'm going by what Pat and Ron had said on the radio. I was sitting in my car at the time of that play, and I thought for a second that because they mentioned like Nico was the guy who like was closest to it.
He got closest to it.
Yeah,
but it should have been actually and I know pitchers aren't supposed to try to catch pop-ups, but I mean Tyon did what a pitcher's supposed to do. He just got out of the way, but that ball basically landed right where Tyon had started.
Yep.
But Bush it's the first baseman's ball. Bush didn't see it right away. He's screaming for help, and then Nico's like, "Oh shit!" And then Nico ran in. So that really,
But where was Carson Kelly? And you're right. Where was Tyon? Like Tyon should have.
Well, but you want to leave home covered though, especially with two runners on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly had to stay close to the plate because that would have been typical Cub. He chases after a 2, and then 2-run score because there's nobody at home.
I mean, the ball wasn't that far from home. It was, know. Yeah, it was a weird play.
And then Nico made a great play to end the game. So.
True. No, when I heard Pat and Ron call that play, I thought for a second, just in my head, that like Nico was trying to turn the same play that he did earlier this year against the White Sox. The one infield fly roll. Yeah.
No. That was it was right away. Like the ball was way up high, and right away, Michael Bush had. Oh my God! What the fuck?
You didn't see Ian Happ's clothing pick out for today's game?
The kids call it a drip, right?
Yeah, it's dripping all right. It looks like it's dripping down the back of his pants. So it looks like it's like he shit and rolled in it and said, "Hey, this looks good." Yikes. For those of you who are only listening, Pete was dressed like a psychedelic UPS delivery man. Ian? I didn't say Pete. Ian, on his way to the game today. Great. I was really worried they were going to get out of that first inning and only get one run. But Pete Crow came through with a clutch hit. It
wasn't just a clutch hit. It turned the whole series around.
Yeah, as Ron Darling said, and Ron Darling's never wrong. But you know how it is. The narratives are, if the Cubs come back and win the series, that will be what everybody points to. I mean, like we still remember the Ben Zobrist bunt in the playoffs against the Dodgers. Shut out twice in the first 3 games. It opened the floodgates. It also didn't hurt that Anthony Matt Caesar's bat and Addison Russell wearing wearing Matt Caesar's underwear, maybe his wife's underwear. I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, because Frelick had made an incredible catch, and
Yeah.
then was it Kelly or Saya that missed the triple by like a foot? No, it was Kelly. It would have been a triple for him, but it would have cleared the
Kelly,
bases.
yep.
That ball that just kind of curved and just barely went foul. It wasn't a foot, but
They were hitting the shutdown of Priester, which was nice to see because he shoved against the Cubs.
I did like how they were, the genius of Pat Murphy, though. They were like, well, it's going to be tough to cover all these things with the bullpen because he used all the bullpen the other night for no apparent reason other than he used it. But the Cubs didn't score a single run against the bullpen, and so it really didn't matter. I guess he's like, I got lots of guys. They got 2 guys. I got lots of guys.
Yeah. This really feels like I hate to do this, but it does sort of feel like 2017. That's what I was kind of looking up on.
Just the one game stay of execution.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like Matt Boyd going up against him again tomorrow?
Hey, he'll be on full rest this time. He'll be on full rest, thankfully.
I mean, today would have been Shota on extra rest with the wind blowing in.
Yep.
Huh. Which really seems like that would have been good. And then then Tyon would have gone tomorrow. And then Boyd would have been on extra rest for game 5. Yeah.
I guess counterpoint to that, Andrew Vaughn was not in the lineup tonight against Jameson Tyone. He was on the bench. If it had been showed him in August starting tonight, he definitely would have started.
So what? Bowers hit a home run.
Yeah, Bowers did hit a home, but I mean that was later. That was after Tyone was already out.
Yeah. So who cares if Andrew Vaughn?
Bowers only homers in crushing Brewers playoff defeats.
Yeah.
He homered to give them the lead in the game that Pete Alonso won with the walk-off homer.
Yep.
Perfect. I hope he homers again tomorrow night. Beautiful.
So when he hit that, I'm like, this isn't going to work. Sorry, Pat. This strategy won't work. And it didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. It seemed to me that Kittredge came in the wrong inning, I thought. I was waiting for Thielbar to face all the lefties.
Yeah.
So I thought the way it was going out, I was like, okay, Kittredge should probably pitch the 7th, not the 8th, and then Thielbar could pitch the 8th because it's lefties.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
But Thielbar saved his ass.
Yeah. Thielbar was real good. Yeah, but I mean, Kittredge was good. He gave up a hit to somebody, but he was fine.
I was just saying that when I was, I'm managing along at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good.
And I was like, okay, you can't stick with your regular. I guess he didn't because he brought Kittredge in. I just didn't. I don't know. There was something about it I didn't like. I was uncomfortable.
Would you have rather them stuck with Valencia for another inning? Because that's what I was kind of feeling. I would have preferred that because it was bottom of the Brewers order coming up. I feel like it would have been a softer landing.
Yeah, and who I wonder, and I do agree with Pat Murphy. You don't worry about this. You figure it out on the fly. Who was going to play shortstop if they tied the game?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Or if they took the lead because they'd already used Ortiz and Monasterio. I don't think Andrew Vaughn's playing shortstop.
No.
So I wonder if they would have done the thing where like
they'd moved Terrain to short.
Yeah, and then played Vaughn at second and just told him
or Bowers
just see if you can catch the ball.
Well, you can't play Bowers at second. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
playing Bowers at second.
The lefted
guy. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I didn't know it was a left-handed thrower. Okay.
Yeah, I love chaos.
I mean, I guess what I would have done, the ruddy-faced Pat Murphy, I would have done the thing where you flip Terang and Vaughn based on who the batter is.
Yeah.
So wherever they're more likely,
the old Terry Collins move, yeah.
So like Vaughn goes to the opposite field side or whatever the hitter is. So like,
I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, I think
I didn't want to see it, but I was very interested as to what the plan was.
I think Frelick could play the infield.
Yeah, I wonder, but then you got to put
Vaughn in left.
I got to remember this now. When the Cubs had the frantic comeback against the Giants, in Game 4, they had it's a good thing a Roll-Destruct to side out, because their outfield, I think, was Wilson Contreras, Ben Zobrist, and I'll have to look.
Amora?
It was, you did not want a fly ball hit to the outfield because he had used everybody, and he was just like, fine, just go stand out in left field, hope they don't hit the ball to you. And a Roll-Destruct on the side, so it didn't matter. But
I want to see this because I do remember.
it's in my book. So,
Ha ha ha.
Once I get this, here it is. It's on one of these pages in here that I'm still proofing. We'll be ready in time for Christmas, kids.
Yeah, Zobrist. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong game.
You're probably looking at like the Mike
Contreras,
Montgomery going
Hayward
like
ended
5
up in
innings in
center
relief.
field. Soler in right field.
Ah, Soler. Okay. Well, at least he's got a good arm.
Contreras
But
and Hayward ended up in center. Yeah, I was holy shit.
Yeah, it was Zobrist, Hayward, and Contreras. I guess it wasn't that bad.
okay. Well, but it's Hayward at the park where you kind of fear him playing the most when he got injured earlier that year, crashing into the wall.
No, that's not right. Zobrist went to second. God, this is complicated. Fans at home are like, can we talk about the game? They just won a playoff game, and you're talking about this.
Welcome to 2016. Remember this crap, fellas.
I just wonder who the other outfielder was. Well, if
Yeah,
you'll have to buy
Hayward
when you buy the book, The Immortals. It's on like page
Yeah, there you
280, 285. I spell
There's
it
your
out.
cliffhanger. Your lead.
It was just, let's just say it was a good thing that nobody hit a fly ball to the outfield in the ninth inning. But yeah, it would be nice if the Cubs would continue to score after the first inning. This could have been a laugher, but it was not anything but.
Well, because they did continue to have chances. It's crazy that they don't have more plate appearances than they do with runners in scoring position. Not that they do anything with them, but that's just a bonker stat.
I'm going to complain about so I thought the announcers were fine. They kept talking about, because especially when Pete was looking to bunt, when the Brewers were looking to bunt, whoever their director is refused to ever show the defense. So we couldn't see, like, where's the third baseman playing? Why? Yeah. A couple of times somebody went up and looked to bunt, and they just wouldn't bother to show you that the reason they were trying to bunt was the third baseman is way off the line and way in the hole. And it's like, I know you do at least one game a week, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently they do a Tuesday night game, and nobody watches it. So I guess nobody's ever complained that they don't know how to do it. One thing I kind of miss, I don't know why I didn't catch on for a while. Remember MLB Network on the bug in the corner used to show where the defense was?
Oh, really?
They had little red dots that showed.
Oh, wow.
And I think once there were no more shifts, they just decided they don't need it. But there's still guys, especially where is the third baseman playing is kind of, with these two teams especially, it's a big deal because, it determines whether they're going to try to bunt or not.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I always figured that's why was I always figured that, just because the third baseman, when Pete Crow tried to bunt, it was like, especially with two strikes.
When Tucker tried to do it, only reason you could tell was that they followed his foul bunt. There was nobody on. He could have bunted for a double. That's why he was trying to do it. And it's like, this is important so the fan knows why the hell the highly paid slugging right fielder, or in the DH in this case, is just trying to bunt. Well, he's not, because there's a runner on, and he, of course, famously had the kind of give up at bat this year where he sacrificed bunted. And that was like, oh my God, he knows he can't hit. And he wasn't doing that in that instance, but they didn't bother to explain it to you.
Yep.
So, not great.
Yeah.
I had the Tigers and Mariners on the other TV with the sound down. And there was Javi just having a day. He had the big hit to get him back in the game. He hit the home run. He made a really nice defensive play. And just about the time he had hit the homer, that's when Dansby wasn't bothering to cover second base.
Oh.
Yes.
And
I remember being very annoyed when I got that notification. Yeah.
I remember when we had a shortstop who, like, in every big moment of every big playoff game seemed to be there doing something. Yeah. But I know Dansby had a great defensive series against the Padres. I probably shouldn't. But
well, I mean, both. I mean, him and Horner are both just good, and just weird shit happens once in a while. But They really are. And it upset me a little bit when Darling kept going off about how Terang was the best second baseman.
Yeah, I'm like, he's not the best second baseman in the park.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. That was just
it's funny. Like, that's when you wish they had a real play-by-play announcer, not the hockey guy who's just kind of sitting there. Because he said he's the best second baseman in the game, and the guy could have gone, I'm not sure he's the best second baseman in this game.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Like right here, the one we're watching.
Yeah.
I mean, Terang gets a lot of credit for going on one homer binge.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the year, his numbers are basically Nico.
Yep. And Darling
he had 18 homers. He probably should have hit 8. I mean, okay, big deal.
Darling did sort of make up for it a little bit when he said when they turned that double play. It was a big double play. I think it was in the 8th inning. When they turned the double play, Darling was like, that's pretty much the only middle infield that could turn that double play.
Oh, but they didn't turn it. That was the one. But they almost got.
It was
they almost got. They almost got Frelick.
Right.
Yeah. Now he's Frelick, right? Frelick is the red, and he's Frelick, which is just a creepy way to say that.
I couldn't care less.
It's like, what's the most disgusting way we can pronounce this?
Frelick.
This way, Frelick.
Frelick.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fuck,
I don't like it.
What is he? I think I'm taller than he is.
Oh, there was something. Oh, Pete. Was that? I think Frelick hit that ball, right? The one that Pete dove.
When he dove and
that was good. The replay showed just how much the wind kept pushing that away from Pete. Because Pete he got a good jump, and then he immediately went into like, I'm going to catch this mode, and then had to sprint and dive and still almost caught it. Like, he had a judge, and then it just kept going away from him. That was also one where, because Churio, I mean, he's not running well at all. He's not running well in the outfield. There was somebody hit a double to the gap, and he chased after it, and after the center fielder picked it up and threw it back in, Jackson wasn't even standing on his right leg. You could tell he was kind of like checking to see if everything was okay. Mm-hmm. So he hits that ball that it was him, obviously, that went away from Pete. And Hap was there to back it up. He did what he was supposed to. I don't know why it took him so long to pick the ball up.
Well, it kind of went off like so.
Like his momentum took him away from the ball. And
it was
he
still
can't
like
move. He scored on that wild pitch. Yeah. And Darling's like, well, he got a late break. And you watch, like, no, he didn't get a late break. He's just slow.
Holy shit. That was my first thought on that wild pitch. Like, where the hell
couldn't believe Hap? I looked and expected to see, I lost track that it was him. I expected to see somebody sliding in. Yeah. And he's still lumbering. It's like, I didn't know Moises Ballesteros was pinch running for somebody.
Yeah. Holy shit. You're 100% right, guy. I thought of it as soon as that wild pitch went. I'm like, where the hell is Hap?
Yeah. And he was there, and he was trying. It wasn't for lack of effort. He just can't get there.
Oh, man.
I guess a little credit to him for keeping that inning going to help them get the 4 in the first with the walk.
Well, he had 2 walks in the game, which at this point in his playoff career is the only thing you can hope for. Like, you just have to hope he walks.
But that fucking strikeout that he had.
It was terrible. Terrible. That was awful at bat.
7.
He gets the gift on the strike 3.
Yep.
And then we all knew. Yeah. We all knew he was going to strike out of the next pitch.
Literally, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter that he got that call. That was so bad.
Now, so like Pete, the check swing was a terrible call. Like, it wasn't close.
That was a bad call.
But I mean, he is just losing his fucking mind on everything right now. And it's like,
can't get tossed there.
Yeah.
I mean, they had just showed him after game 2 throwing his bat and his helmet at the door on the way. It's like, Pete, come on.
He's a kid.
Oh, and when he hit the line drive to right for the out, and he felt like he's screaming at the ball.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Well, and look,
it's fine to play with an edge, but I
think, look, he's a kid. He's throwing temper tantrums. He's like, I think part of it, and I am trying to excuse it. I'm totally being a PCA apologist, and I don't care. He's just a kid who just really, really wants to succeed. And I think all the success he had in the first half is really fucking with him. And you saw it, like, you read the players, you read that, right? Like, it just, like, even that, I'm like, this is not helpful. This is like it's just dripping with this, like, just putting extra pressure on himself on everything. And when he doesn't do well, he just lets it. It's like when I'm a terrible golfer. And, like, sometimes, like, I'll hit a ball and I'll yell. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Like, what did you expect to happen? Like, so it's this weird, like, and I'm not suggesting I'm as competitive as Pete Crow Armstrong, but like, it's just this thing that comes out, and you know what? I think like he'll grow out of it. It's not, and I don't know that it's affecting his play. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself, and you can see it in some of the swings. He's laying off sliders. I think he's just swinging at high fastballs a lot. But it's just this weird thing where he just gives a shit, and that's just how it comes out. And I think for now it's okay. I guess we know what Justin Turner's point of view on this team is.
I was just going to bring
that
up.
Getting ejected.
Yeah, and so it's like just fine. Like and to Counsel's point, it's like they said it on the broadcast. As long as it doesn't affect this game. Now,
yeah, right.
You can make that argument. But
I feel like
defense. He's the same that he's always been. He just plays with this high motor, and so
right. I feel like we've seen him enough this year to know that he snaps, and then he seems to be okay. Like it doesn't like fester.
You just got to get it out quick. Yeah,
but it's like it just seems like if he gets tossed in the third inning of a big game, for that, it's like
then maybe and frankly at that point maybe he learns his lesson.
Yeah, right, I don't want him to learn his lesson by having to watch 6 innings of Willie Castro play center field in an elimination game. That's what I don't want.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. But I think he'll grow out of it. Like he just needs to like I said, I think having the big first half, and I know I'm just being an apologist for him, but whatever.
He is he's 5 for 22 in the playoffs, all singles, 3 RBIs. Mm-hmm. Which is second on the team. 3 RBIs is second. Only Seiya has more than 4. His slash line 227, 227, 227 is it's considerably better. Here's Ian Happ's line if you want to know his excellence. He is 2 for 21 with 11 strikeouts and 2 walks. His slash line 095, 174, 286.
I don't remember his other hit.
He had a double. He has 2.
Had a double in Game 3 against the Padres.
Okay.
It hit I think it hit the bag and then it hit a vendor and it bounced into the street and ended up
went for a ground rule double. Yeah.
It came in and almost got him out. It
was a pop up that one of the Seagulls caught and they had to rule it a ground rule double. They got to go to.
Yeah, I would have thought that I would have had a better feeling after a win.
Well, if they win tomorrow, no matter how they do it, then that's when you get it. Because now it's one game, anything can happen, and there's no reason not to. And then especially then the Brewers are like,
Then there's more pressure on the Brewers again.
Yeah, today was basically the don't get swept, keep yourself alive, and then you can figure it out tomorrow. Then, they didn't Craig didn't have to do anything crazy. Like nobody came out of the bullpen and pitched 2 2/3 or whatever. So everybody should be ready to go again tomorrow. Certainly the good ones are well rested. It's the first time they've pitched in the series. I guess Palencia pitched.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. So there's I don't know if it was a TikTok, but there's some kind of vertical video that shows allegedly the Brewers relaying signs. And especially the Wilson Contreras doing the Churio. He's looking in Shota's glove. That's the kind of thing that a player on the field should have noticed, and then Wilson gets one in the neck his next time that he's up. That's how they're not cheating. That's baseball.
Or you get in front of him on the next pitch.
Well, it's not. You can't get yourself out of position that badly, but something.
Actually, the best thing to do is to have is to tell Shota.
Yeah.
So that he goes in, it gives the grip, and then he changes it, and then But I don't know if they knew in real time or not. But and it could also be teams do it all the time, and sometimes teams do it even when they don't have it, just to try to piss the other team off. You can just. Whether he really knows it or not, you go through all the histrionics of it to make the Cubs think that you've got their stuff. And given the weird petty shit that the Brewers will do, at least their game operations people, I won't put it beyond them. I mean, Pat Murphy was a college baseball coach forever, and this is kind of college horseshit that they just do. And he doesn't have a team full of veterans who are what the fuck? No, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
That's why it'll work. Because I would imagine if Craig was telling the guys, like, here's what we're going to do, they'd be like, what the fuck? No, I'm busy. I got other shit to do when I'm playing.
Yeah.
I don't need to do this.
I don't know if you noticed, I'm trying to play a ball game.
Yeah.
Well, but see, that's the sort of thing. When you see on like the coaching staff, like the guy listed as like the quality control coach, that's what they're on the staff for. To point out stuff like that your own guys are doing that may be, getting snuffed out by the other team, or like maybe pick out other, tips from the other team as well.
Do you remember Joe Nosek, who was a bench coach for the White Sox forever? Apparently, his whole reason for being the bench coach was he was really good at stealing signs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like really good at it.
Is that under like Terry Bevington or?
And some series, by the end of the third inning of the first game, they basically had everybody signs. They knew exactly what they were going to do. So that could be pretty valuable.
Well, not if you're never in the playoffs, like the White Sox.
Well, yeah, they didn't get to do any big games.
Yeah,
but they could do it.
You see, this was the series right before the white flag trade. They would have made the playoffs if they kept that team together. But
Joe was back in. Well, he was there forever, but he was back with like right after the La Russa years, I think.
There was when Terry Bevington was in, like, what was he, the early 90s?
Well, that was that. There was like
Bevington was like late 90s.
It was like the Torborg, like the maybe Torborg and before, probably.
Oh yeah, I forgot Torborg. Yeah, okay.
And the great Kirkland's very own Gene Lamont.
Who was the guy? Oh, Fregosi.
Yeah, the guy who looks like my dad. Mike Dolan managing the White Sox. I remember telling Dad that one time as a kid. I'm like, this guy looks like you, and he's like, yeah, thanks. Chip Fregosi, not a no. And though Dan Lauria, the dad from the Wonder Years, looks a lot like my dad.
Oh yeah,
I like that comparison better for some reason. Maybe Dan was a big time TV star. I mean, that's why Dad liked that.
Oh man, Jim Fregosi looks like he's got like that.
He's
like
got
man's man.
He's got like 12 years playing in the big leagues and 30 years coaching face.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I heard like on an old like Boers and Bernstein clip that's on YouTube that like he's kind of like in the Herman Franks mold where he's one of those guys who would always like to be running around the clubhouse naked too.
Who doesn't? Why would you even manage a team if you couldn't run around naked?
Or if you couldn't sit in a lawn chair.
The great Phil Regan. I mean, that's the whole reason David Ross wants to get back into it.
Yeah. So you could run around the clubhouse.
He sits around the house naked, and the kids are like, Dad, come would you put a towel on? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I got to get a job at a big league ballpark.
All right.
Yeah, so, I mean, they haven't, God forbid, I don't think they've announced it, but it's pretty clear. They don't have any other pitchers. It's got to be Boyd tomorrow.
It's got to be Boyd. There really is no one else.
By process of elimination, they don't have anybody else.
Hey, at least he's better at home, though.
He's better at home. He's rested. The weather should be similar to today, so it should be a better day for him to, he can give up some 360-foot fly balls that get caught instead of, rattling around in the bleachers. Well, and they probably realistically just need 4 innings out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, just give him the same outing you did against the Padres and should be fine.
The thing is, sorry, let me add this real quick. The thing is that you're also going to have Savali and who else? Ben Brown.
Soroka and Ben Brown. Soroka. Yeah, they'll all be ready to go.
Well, they were all. I mean, everybody was available today.
Yeah. They'll all be
right.
God, so like even I think the first little sign of trouble. How about the second guy he lets on base and he's out.
We should though. We need to put ourselves like if Brewer fans are more tortured than us, and like if we were facing, like what would we be dreading? We'd be dreading that Aaron Savali would come in and like shut us down for 3 innings.
Yeah.
This worthless pitcher that we could wait to get rid of, and then he shows back up in the playoffs and kills us. So,
yep.
Oh, that Matt Boyd. They're interviewing him right now. He's a weird looking guy. That haircut is not doing anybody any favors.
It's very, very, looks a lot like Bert from Sesame Street.
Huh.
His head's even a little pointy.
Oh.
So the game's at 8:08 again tomorrow, unless the Dodgers win, and then it's at 7:08, I think.
Okay.
Are we going to get all the crazy? If it's at 7:08, are we going to get all the crazy 19:08 start time narratives? Remember that from the 2015 wild card game? That was the start time.
No, because we won a World Series, so we never had to worry about that shit again.
They should start the game at 8:16.
There you go.
Yeah. We're starting at 8:16.
Or we could, in honor of all the Brewers World Series, we could just start at 7:00.
I'll start at midnight, 00, if we really want to do that. Yeah.
Well, Donnie feel better.
Good. We got any more enthused? No. We didn't get you more enthused? You're same level of enthusement?
Yeah. I mean, if they win tomorrow, to your point, then I'll be properly enthused.
Yeah. Because
I might be over enthused.
One game, winner take all.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to be better. I still think they're better. I still think they're better. That's what annoys me about this whole thing.
Yep.
I think they're just better than the Brewers, but the better team doesn't always win. And they've shown 2 out of 3 times that's been true.
I was thinking about this. If the Cubs showed up with the team that the Brewers had this year, if they showed up with that team in spring training, I'd be pissed off.
I think Brewer fans are pissed off.
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck are we
doing? This is all we fucking got.
Yeah.
We gave away Devin Williams, and we gave away... It's like,
who are
Brandon Woodruff's hurt. And, good Lord, no way we're going to win a game. They had Nestor Cortez starting on opening day.
Granted, to start the year, they did not have Quinn Priester. They did not have Andrew Vaughn. They did not have Jacob Misericordia. So,
honestly, though, even if they did have those guys, to Oleg's point, and that showed up, you'd be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
Vaughn? I guess the whole
5-8 and under league? Is that what we're doing?
Right. Yeah, I guess the whole hype with Vaughn didn't come until after he was actually injured.
It didn't come until after he spent a month in the minors and a month in the big leagues. And all of a sudden, it's like, Jesus Christ, look at the guy with the comb over.
Well,
he's actually getting hit.
Let's be honest. He spent the whole time with the minors.
Why is his helmet so big? It's just so big. It looks like he's wearing a garbage can on his head. Is it to not? Is it for the hair plugs too? Is it protected in hair plugs? And my plea to Cub fans, if you're going to the game tomorrow, when there's a full count and a Cub is batting, don't stand up and cheer.
They stand up for any reason. An 0-2 count.
But when you do the 3-2 thing, it's just to guarantee they're going to swing at it.
Yeah.
And they're just going to make it out.
Donnie used to say that about, I think it was about Sammy Sosa. He said that about Sammy Sosa coming up with the bases loaded. Everybody would get all excited. Sammy would get all excited.
And that's why Sammy took so long to hit his first career grand slam.
Yep. Yeah. That's the
Sammy took care
of that. That's the working hypothesis.
It turns out that if you take your Flintstone vitamins, people
people
can chant all they want, and it's fine. He'll hit it 600 feet. It'll work. But they did it when Shaw was up, and they're chanting. I'm like, well, he's out. And he did. He swung at a ball a foot over his head. He almost had to jump. It's like,
I have a similar sentiment, too, that, even though it worked tonight in his first plate appearance, don't do the PCA chant, please, because that's going to get busy.
I honestly think that even if it was quiet, Pete would still swing at the same shit. So I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think. the one person I don't worry about is PCA.
He's
oblivious. They can do whatever they want.
He's oblivious to what's happening.
Yeah, he's always up here, no matter what. It just doesn't matter.
We almost had. So Shaw had the thing in the rundown where he got the ball stuck in his glove, and he almost did that. And then he had a ball that it was one of the fast little Brewers, and he just kind of lobbed it over to first and barely got him out. It's like, Matt, a little urge. It was a nice play, and it's like, just make a real throw. You're not Dansby.
A little more mustard on
You
that
don't
ball,
have
please.
the innate clock in your head to just, throw. You're going to need to throw that one overhand.
No.
But it all worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out.
So Freddie Peralta is going to pitch tomorrow for the Brewers.
Right.
The
Looks
Cubs
that
have
way,
hit
right?
him fine over the years, so you got to be able to score some runs. I kind of miss Brandon Woodruff.
You
As
miss
good
him?
as he is, he seemed to he would pitch really well and still somehow lose to the Cubs every time.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Him and Corbin Burns.
no
both.
matter what, you gotta like just everything's gotta come together. And
How about when Jose Quintana came in, and I was like, he's going to throw 4 shutout innings. I think he threw 3. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I thought he took him out too early. Like I think Quintana had.
yeah, I was like, why?
I mean, it didn't really matter. Cubs
What
were
are we-
flailing away anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't bother to take I would ring every out of a lefty that I could get against the Cubs.
Yes.
You're just doing them a favor when you bring a right-hander.
Right. Yeah, honestly, that feels like the type of move Murphy would have made. Maybe try and force Craig to pinch hit Turner for Bush or another lefty.
Well, with the lead, he's not pinch hitting for Bush.
Yeah. Right.
It's tied or they're behind. You'll think about it. But
Yeah.
when they're ahead, you're not taking. You need the defense, and then
Yeah.
and then there's
That's
always the and then that's you chase a run, and then
Well,
later he's
you
out,
look-
and you're like, oh
yeah.
fuck.
You let Bush because he let Bush pinch or he let Bush hit against Koenig.
And he hit the ball pretty hard
Yeah.
Right.
for once. He takes some awful swings against lefties. Just the second pitch.
Yeah. But once in a while, when he
Right.
connects, when he sees the ball, like he's fine again. Like when he sees, I know.
Well, a
everybody-
left-handed pitcher, it should be illegal for them to throw him a fastball. Like, just spin stuff up. He'll swing it all of it.
Yeah.
He can't hit it.
Yep.
If you throw him a fastball, right or left, he can hit it. And that's when he gets his few hits. Is when somebody leaves one over the middle, and that's what he got. But he hit it right to Churio, I think. Yeah, so you got an inning out of Pomerantz, an inning out of Palencia,
Pomerantz is
2/3 out of, one and a third out of
strike out the
Kittredge.
side.
No, he
Pomerantz.
got 2.
He got
The-
2
the
strikes.
first-
Yeah, Pomerantz
The
was real
first
good.
guy lied out, and then he struck out the next 2.
Because it was also Pomerantz against, was it the top of their order?
Yes.
It was Pomerantz was pretty good. He made Churio look kind of silly. He was
Well, when Tyon was so shaky in that 4th inning,
yeah.
and then Ron Darling's like, well, maybe they can get a 5 or 6 out of him. Like, no, this is
No,
it. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's going to
Yeah.
get 4 runs in the
Yeah.
next inning, and that's why they went to Pomerantz, and he calmed things down. I did think it was funny that what is Alex Faust? Is that his name?
Yeah, I
That
think so.
he didn't. He's like, oh, if you look at this, he's getting better as he ages. It says Drew Pomerantz's last 2 years, he's been great, and he just wants somebody to be like, he was out of baseball for 4 years in the middle of that. You might want to mention that.
Right.
Do you notice the big gap between
Yeah.
2021 and 2025? But
Yeah.
he read the stat pack. He made some notes for himself. He was all proud to break that one out. It's like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Chad-
0 ERA.
Darling called Chad Bradford,
Is that right?
Yeah.
I missed that.
and I'm like, they're pretty much opposite. Because he's
Yeah.
talking about how Patrick is over the top. I was like, Bradford was the opposite.
Yeah.
He's the one who used to scrape his
Underhand.
knuckles on the mound.
Yep.
His hand would be bleeding because he would scrape his knuckles on the ground when
Right.
he threw. That was funny. That's just
Uh-huh.
Ron being an announcer for 40 years. He's got 4,000 names in his head, and sometimes
yeah.
you pull the wrong one out.
Quick
I mean,
side note.
I have that many names in my head.
Am I the only one who gets former Cub front office genius now with the Red Sox, Craig Breslow, and Chad Bradford confused? I always do.
I think so. I think
Well,
I do think
the
you're the only one. Yeah,
easy way to remember those two is Craig Breslow is the smartest guy in the world.
that's right.
This is true. This
So
is true.
that's
That's
an
an
easy
easy
way to
way.
remember the difference between those two.
He went to Harvard,
Yeah, I think so.
Yale.
It was Yale. I don't know. One of those. One of those schools that. Never mind. I was going to get into politics.
Well, when Kyle Hendricks comes back to work in the Cub front office, then we'll have a Dartmouth boy.
Yeah, heck
There
yeah.
we go. There we go. That's what puts it over the top.
God, is there any chance that Hendricks could take Judd's job like next year?
I would sell for him starting with Tommy Hotovy's job, and then in a couple of years, then he can take
Put him in the front office. That's a different skill set. I feel like there's way more to learn, like more like nuance. Like pitching coaches, I feel get like there's hardly ever the best pitcher or like successful pitchers are hardly ever pitching coaches, right? Like that's the old adage. Like if you're really, really good at a sport, you're probably not going to be a good coach.
Wait a minute. Are you saying Leo Mazzoni wasn't like a 6-time Cy Young Award winner?
Are you not telling me that Mike Maddox is the best of the Maddox brothers? Come on.
I do think that.
Wait to see Larry Rothschild's.
Yeah.
I
do think Greggy would have been a very good pitching coach, though. He basically was a pitching coach on the teams he was a player on.
Yeah, but there's that's the point, right? Is that
well, I mean, you make $20 million a year, and the last thing you want to do when you retire is be a pitching coach. You want to play golf and just take calls from your brother. And like he usually shows up at wherever Mike is coaching in spring training and helps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. Like I think like it'd be hard. Like Maddox was intuitively so smart about pitching.
Yeah, but he used to literally like he helped a lot of guys that he pitched with. And then there's the crazy shit like he called Frank Castillo's shutout from the dugout. He just called all the pitches. They had a system set up so that he could relay this. He called the entire game, and Castillo threw a shutout. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if I'm Greg, I don't want to be pitching coach either.
No.
I want to play golf, and then my brother's pitching coach, and if he needs help, I can do it for a week. And then 51 weeks, I can go back and golf. Fuck that. I don't want a real job. I played baseball for 25 years, so I didn't need a real job.
You get a penthouse for a couple of weeks at some hotel in Arizona or in Florida.
That was Grant. It was Grant Brisbee putting the Phillies and Dodgers series into perspective, because it does feel like, because they've both been in the playoffs so much, that they faced each other quite a bit, but they hadn't faced since 2008. Nope. And his stat was that it's so long ago that Greg Maddux was a Dodger the last time they faced each other. It's like, that does it. That puts it into perspective pretty fast.
Yeah.
The use stairs in case of emergency series.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see the Phillies make a series out of that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, these are two teams that are fun to watch. Like, I like watching the series.
Yeah, it's almost like that. Because they're even though they didn't have the two best records, because they're the two best teams in the National League, they should somehow have rigged it so they couldn't face each other till the CS.
Yeah. Exactly.
But now the Cubs only have to beat one of them.
Exactly. Read my mind.
Yeah, when they pull off this comeback against the Brewers and add more to the Brewer indignity, because the Brewers now have lost 15 of their last 18 playoff games. Is that right? It's a lot.
One win against the Mets last year, then one against the Braves. But yeah, I guess it's been a long time since.
Yeah, so maybe it's 4 out of. I think they came in and it was like they'd lost 13 out of 15, so they've won 2 out of 3. So 14 out of 18. It's bad. Cubs so much better. But we have a World Series mixed in there, so screw that. And we're pretty good in the DS. We've won the last 3 that we played in.
Yeah, divisional series.
This is the Cubs own the division series, man.
Yeah.
Get out of our way.
Yep.
We're just setting you up. The Brewers remind me a little bit of the Indians. Plucky little team that's overachieved throughout the year, and they get within a win of what they want to go, and then the Cubs are like, fuck it, we're just going to beat you.
I'll take it. That's what I said. 3 wins in a row this time.
Who is it on the Brewers that's going to cut their hand on a drone like Trevor Bauer?
Jacob Mizorowski seems like a guy still playing with toys.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes. Perfect answer.
Oh, I can't wait for that rubber-faced goof to come in tomorrow and get lit up. I really want that to happen. I wonder when he's available. He threw almost 60 pitches. He basically threw a starter workload.
Yeah, I don't think he's pitching tomorrow, right? Because that'll be 2 days. Yeah.
Today would have been his second day of rest.
Yeah.
So he'll be available. He can't go 3 innings, I don't think. I'm sure Pat would use him for an inning, and We can listen to his ulnar collateral ligament snap from the rooftops.
That's what I said. I said in a text about Mason Miller that if he goes, if Mason Miller goes 5 innings, we've never seen anybody leave an arm on the mound since Dave Trevecki.
Dave Trevecki, yeah. Do you know that the plan apparently for the Padres is to turn him back into a starting pitcher next year?
Yep.
I mean, if it would work,
Interesting.
holy shit. But the A's were so careful with him.
Yeah.
That they clearly didn't think you could do that. I mean, they tried not to use him back-to-back days, much less for 6 innings every 5 days.
The A's always knew that he was their ticket to the next young, couple stud prospects.
Yeah. I mean, if they were a real team, they would have said, all right, we have him, and now we need to add to him.
Yeah.
But they're the A's, so, what can we get for him? Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, get to do it again.
Yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, guys.
Many of us have herpes.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
It's fitting. It's got to be done with one of the best games of all time. Just unbelievable. I mean, got to congratulate the Dolan family.
Thank you.
Sean, my podcast co-host Andy, you were his favorite player growing up.
Oh, thank you so much. Awesome.